Hi, Prakhar. How are you?
I'm great.
All right. My name is Khadija. First of all, congratulations on this podcast and also on your book. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Prakhar Naithani and I'm from GD Goenka World School. My I am 12 years old and my hobbies are playing badminton and reading books.
That's great. And the book that you have written, The Cursed Forest, is it the first book that you have written on the BriBooks platform?
Yes.
All right. So, talking about your book, it's a very unique book. I did not get to read the entire book. However, I've read a few pages and I found it very interesting. So, how did the idea of this book come to your mind?
The idea was that usually it happens to everybody in this world that they help these people and they do not get the opportunity to do something. And when they get an opportunity, they can't follow it. They can't follow their dreams. So that book was about it only. To be courageous.
All right, very, very good. And as you said that, you've always loved one of your hobbies is to read. So, what kind of books do you read in general?
I like to read thriller and suspense books,
All
which have
right,
a great plot.
yes. And before you were introduced to BriBooks platform, did you ever think of becoming a published author yourself?
And now I never even thought of it.
And now that you have become a published author, you have a book, a printed copy of your book, and you must have shared it, with your family and friends and everything. So, how does that feel? How is that experience?
It feels like a very proud moment that when you do something, you feel like very owned, very proud of it.
All right. So, when you were thinking about writing this book, there must have been, a few challenges, thinking about the plot and how to actually write the entire story, thinking about the title of the book and everything else. So, did you do some research or how did how did this book come into existence?
I did not do any research or anything. It just like popped in my mind. One day I was just doing my work and then I got a message from my school that we can do this books. I went on this platform and I wrote a book. It was very challenging at the first, but I published it. I never imagined that I could be a great author.
All right. So you just went there, you thought of the idea about, writing of this book. And then did you think of the plot in the beginning, or was it like going with the flow and you were writing it and thinking what to write next?
In the beginning, I decided everything.
All right. So now that you have become a published author and you understand the entire journey that, becoming an author is not just about writing a great story, it is also about, how you're supposed to market your book, how you're supposed to reach a greater audience, and the impacts that your book will have, for a very long run. So if there was just one advice that you could, share with budding authors or anybody who aspires to write, what one advice would that be?
Mm, it would be that whenever you write a book, always think about the main idea first. Do not just start writing about anything and continue it. First, think about a great plot and then write.
All right. So did thinking about the plot in the beginning help you also, simplify your challenges and write a great book? And did you take any help from anybody, maybe in proofreading or some kind of editing tools or anything of that sort?
My brother as the proofreader.
All right. And did it help? Did he correct your mistakes? All right.
There was some grammatical errors.
All
He
right.
helped me through it.
Okay, great, great. And as we start writing a book, and because we not everybody has experience writing, right? We start somewhere and then we try to improvise and improve whatever we are doing and try to implement our ideas in a better way. So did writing this book also help you, in any way in either, improving your comprehensive skills, your vocabulary, or, your writing or reading habits or anything of that sort? Did it help you?
Yes, it helped me in my schoolwork also and as personal uses. When I wrote this book, I found out some new words also and some new techniques to write. It
Great.
helped me in my final.
Oh, that's very great. All right. And you said that, you have been reading other books, and mystery thrillers and suspense are one of your favorite genres. So if you were to name a few books or any one book probably that you would love to read again or is kind of your favorite book, what would that book be?
It would be Harry Potter, Chamber of Secrets.
All right. And do you wish to ever, write anything of that sort yourself?
Yes.
All right. And as this is your first book, have you written any other books on the BriBooks platform or after this?
Just released my new book, Treasures of the Heart.
All right. So that has been released in the event that's going on right now. All right, that's great. So, book writing, once it's kind of it's a journey in itself. You do not think that you could ever become an author, and then you write a book, you publish it, and then you're nervous, like how would it go, if anybody would love it or like to read about it. And then it gives you confidence, when people give you feedback and then they read your book and they tell you that it's an amazing book. So you get more confidence about writing another book. So now that you have written another book, uh, is there a difference, that you feel that you're more confident maybe, or you can write many more books and it's not a very difficult task?
Yes, it's actually very easy than when I wrote my last book. I learned a lot of new things, what to include and what not to include.
So that has been kind of an improvement in your own skill sets, and you understand book writing better. And maybe if you'll write a third book, that will have other things that you might have forgotten to add in your first two books, or there must be new techniques that you would learn that would make your book better, right?
Yes.
So, can you just very briefly describe what exactly happens in the book so that we understand what this book is all about?
This book is about a boy named Alex who works at a donut shop. He helps needy people. One day he came home tired, and then he got a message from an unknown person that he has got a trip to Alaska. Um as soon as he went to Alaska, he found out that the owner has died. So he has to do all of the things by himself. Then he discovers new places, new monuments. And then when he went to an anonymous place, there he found a painting. And that painting that sucked him in, and he went on some new adventures. He found a wizard who helped them guide all the places to get back, and then he came back to his place.
That's a
There were a
very
lot of challenges
yes.
in the.
And did you take inspiration of writing all about all of the characters and the because he goes on different adventures. So you, as you say that you have read a lot of books, and because the mystery and the thriller books include a lot of such kind of adventures, the characters go on a lot of different adventures and then they figure out a way out of it. And so did those reading all of those books also kind of help you anyway, in building up the plot yourself?
Yes. Like the Harry Potter had helped me a lot because it had some new words, some phrases also, and that had an interesting plot. So I used some of it and I took it in my book.
All right. And if you were to select just one smaller section of the book that you have written that could be your favorite, what section would that be?
It would be that when he got sucked into a painting and a wizard came and held him.
Rescued or kind of helped him. All right, that's great. And because you have written a book and there are many other authors on the BriBooks platform who have written a book. So, are there any of your friends or people you know that have also written a book? And have you read any of those books?
I haven't read that book, but I have my friend who has written a book on the books. It is all about robots by Gunav Malhotra.
Right. Great. Great. So I asked you this question because, once you publish your own book and then you go on to share it with, your friends and family, and they become very, very proud of you because it's a huge achievement. You're just 12, you have written two books now. Uh, so, you kind of also inspire other people to write, your friends maybe think that, if he could write a book, why can't I? So, did you in any way, have inspired or have shared with people that, they should also write a book and it's not that difficult?
Yes, yeah, I've done my society friends also that you should write a book. It's a great opportunity also and great experience to publish some books and your writing and test your writing skills.
Right. All right. So, did you write your book just like, sitting in one go, or did you take time to think? And how many days did it take you to write a book?
Almost took me 8 to 9 days to
So,
collect everything.
right. So it's not a
Right.
very tedious task, Anybody can, write a short book in, let's say, a week's time. All right. Is there anything else that you want to share with, the audience or the kids or other authors?
Mm. That you should always believe in yourself and always test your writing every day. Do not read a book, but at least write something every single day.
All right. Thank you, Prakhar. It was great, great talking to you. Thanks for connecting with us. Congratulations once again. And I'd love to go, and read your other book as well. Thank
Okay,
you. Bye-bye.
thank you. Bye.